So, we have now almost a couple of hours, 3 hours to go for the retreat. But looking at the conditions, looking at what all we've been through the group stages, what do you exactly make of this India-Pakistan match?
Well, to be very honest with you, I thought India also had ups and down matches, but again, Pakistan also with very close games they played, and always India Pakistan look very tight in from view to spectators. I think they're under pressure. Just view the players and think about the same place where they did 98 India Test match series, output, and coming back to this Asian Champions Trophy, I think all the teams had one or two bad games and one or two very good games. Like for India, they outclassed Malaysia by 5-0. They're the best game they played. But against Japan, the penalty corner was about 17, and India had to do some need some practice. But firstly, I feel this India Pakistan match will be something different because Pakistan have grown up with just 20 years. They are ranked 16. They are ranked 4 and 5 at the moment. But personally, I don't, I will stand from that. I don't believe it because on that day performance. But for Pakistan boys, there's nothing to lose. They learn every moment. All the four quarters, all the players will learn something. Including the coach Iran, but the team has come. It's again the great champion of Pakistan. But it's a changeover for them with the youth of players. It's one or two players who played more than 100 games. All the rest have played with 10 games, 7 games. India has got more than 100 games. Except Sachin Tendulkar, he only plays 15 games.
But let me just come in and ask you here. Rehan had an interview in which he says that usually these games are all very emotional. Sometimes you lose composure. Sometimes you might even lose structure in the team that you play with. But between Patle, the coach, between Rehan Butt, the assistant coach, and between Craig, the winning coach, who do you think will have a bigger control on this team in a game like this?
In a game like this, I think Indian coach will have a more control because he's got more season players. But there's nothing to tell extra like what Saklim will tell that or Rian will tell. Because Rian expect the players to play like him, which will be very difficult. And that's the same. Saklim, one of the best centre after Axel those Pakistan has produced, very clever centre. But he will thinking that something can be done. So he, I spoke to him. He's a bit positive in the sense like, come, खेलेगा अच्छा खेलना है. But it is not so happening within against India. Because India has all departments, friendly corners, midfield play, forward play. But one thing I will bet you, if all the coaches are here, the world are come and see, you'll see a very free zone game. You'll see no man marking here. We won't see any somebody tackling or running behind somebody. All is running with the ball. Long time. See, the crowd is going to come full because they want to see the ball and the players to run, not physical. So that's what hockey, in Pakistan, India is made of. Even Malaysia, man to man. Even against Japan, it is a man to man. And against Korea, there's no zone for them to play. But against Pakistan, first quarter will be very fun. Maybe Pakistan also like to have free zone play. So that's how India Pakistan is always put upon, whether it's World Cup or Olympics. They see most free hockey ground is being used like Manchester team playing football.
Let me, that brings me to the question. Are we looking at a 3-2 scoreline, 2-1 scoreline, or are we looking if everything goes for India? What I mean is the pace, the structure, the composure, everything goes for India. Are you looking at a 6-1, 5-1
Well,
scoreline?
my calculation what India will do in first quarter is going to be very important because they don't want to concede any penalty corner behind. Lose balls. That's going to be very difficult for them. So if the moment you say 15 minutes you play badly, then three quarter will have to rebuild. So
Yeah.
India is trying to put a lot of pressure on Pakistan. At the same time, because uh, South African coach wanted their defense to be intact, which cannot happen in this game. Like playing in England, playing in Germany can happen. Here, if you go up and miss, the center of the ball, wait to carry more ball. See, every Neil Kanta will have a lovely game today. He's a good ball carrier. And then you see Mandip, ball carrier. So they will all have, same will happen for Pakistan.
And the two players from India who you feel are crucial in today's game.
Today, Vivek Manpreet and Neil Kaka. As a,
You're taking Harmanpreet out of the equation as a
he is going to be a mastermind behind the move. Because he's not going to take any risk. So he's going to focus only on 20 corners and the first pass given to Manpreet or to Vivek or to Nathan Sharma.
because that brings me to Pakistan. So Umar Kutta, how much of an influence can he be on this game?
Definitely, he is a troublemaker. He's a very cunning player. One also be difficult to understand how they play. So I think on the whole, I think I would enjoy the game in a sense like because being a player, then being a coach, hockey always played against Pakistan is always a wonderful game to see because there'll be a lot of love and play. I know Sadara is going to come here for the game and he's going to enjoy it because he's one of the best players played always against Pakistan. He's the most feared man against in Pakistan. Now, most feared man is Vivek and Lincoln.
But let's have your Olympic gold medal experience, 1980 Moscow, as the person to give me a predicted scoreline. What is your
Well, I think India will win. India will win. I think after the second quarter, I think it should be like 2-0 something. And then because Pakistan has got to not to concede goals because there's one qualifier match for them. They have to come fourth,
Yeah.
so they are not going to hurriedly give back the goal, hurriedly go and attack for the ball. So they're very cautious in the first two quarters. To me, they don't want to win. They cannot go up and then lose the ball and concede more goals. Even if they lose by one goal, they still qualify. So I think that's very important because keeping the match against Malaysia and next game Korea, I think that's going to be a very big talk. And then that calculation for Pakistan will be very important. The second game results will carry Pakistan how they go about in the full game.
Thank you, Bhaskar. Thank you for this input and you're getting it right from the person who has such a massive experience of coaching and playing as well as the 1980 gold medalist B. Bhaskar. And let's all hope that this is one of the cracker of a match and we all enjoy it. Thank you.
Next game.